Hey guys, and welcome back. So we're starting. I decided that I'm gonna just start working on the Bloodborne. I guess fan art. So I've pulled out Geosphere. I've just been working on this for the past maybe hour or two. Just trying to work out basically just form at the moment. It's going to be quite a thin form, so that's why I like things like the legs are quite thin at the moment. I think these could be a bit thicker. But essentially, Geosphere, all it is like you draw a thing. You draw a new part, and then you can like move it around. So if I wanted this guy to have a massive hat or something, I might draw something like that, but I don't. What I do want though is some wings, and they're gonna come out. So you have the shoulder blade. Actually gonna come out above the shoulders, I think. That's where I'm gonna start it off anyway. So what I might do is like just sort of like build a base first. One. And although that'll look like it's attached to a backpack or something, it's just gonna be our base. And then I'll build off this. Just to make the shoulders a bit bigger. Oh, excuse me. I'm just gonna move this a bit closer. Yeah. And then so then you start off. I'm just going to. I've actually got reference in my bag. Back in. Cool. So, well, this picks up through my book. That's awesome. It's 1, 2, 3 parts. It's very dirty. So I think I'll go with 2. We'll do it in 2s. We'll make it 2 separate parts. So I'm just going to move these into the position for where the shoulder things are going to be, and then essentially just so you've got the tools up here: draw, move, scale, and rotate, and they're just Q, W, E, and R. R for rotate, E for scale, W for move, and Q for draw. They're similar in Max, like 3D Studios Max, and I think other 3D programs. But because you don't have draw, it's usually just move, scale, and rotate, and I'm pretty sure they're QWE, but I could be wrong. But anyway, that doesn't really matter. So yeah, we'll go draw. We'll bring one up. This will be the first part of the wing, and we'll just scale that. I'm going to come out to about here. So let's draw again. Pull that out to about there. They're going to be quite big wings. Actually might angle it a bit too. And although it's not going to be a joint, what we might do is we'll move it back a bit. And we'll scale it relatively close to the size that it is at this end. And then we're going to draw the final part. And not rotate, scale it up a bit. And that's really just giving us like just a bit of thickness in there. It's not actually a joint as such, and I'll move it around to make it as straight as possible, but it's not going to be a joint. And then we'll come down, so back to Q, and we'll draw this part. And that's going to come out to probably about there. This needs to come up a bit. That could come in. So that's going to be the end of our wings, and there's going to be the wing parts, but I'll definitely make those separate. Yeah, that's okay. What we might do is just we'll just move it up a bit just so that it's away from the arm. But that looks okay. So I guess the last part would just be feet, and this character will wear boots because the majority, like the premise behind it is that the wings become part of like the clothing, so it kind of looks like they're a human being, but really they're just a monster like underneath. So we're just going to do boots. So what we'll do is Q, draw in the heel. So we'll put in a heel. That can be our heel, and then the bottom of the boot, and then the actual boot. And just scale that out. Actually, you know what we'll do? We'll bring that there. Make that real short, and then we'll add another bit. Because the boots are actually going to be a bit pointy as well. They'll be very fancy boots. Bring that heel down. Maybe we'll do try and make this a bit straighter. Just sort of, sorry, just to sort of straightening it up a bit now. Something like that anyway, then a bit long. Yeah. So that'll be the start. Just bringing the knees down a bit. So the arm's a bit long. But I don't actually think that matters because he's supposed to be a bit slightly more lanky than the normal sort of person, as it were. So we'll probably leave it there, but essentially, if I remember correctly, let me just save this. Essentially, you just press A and you get your mesh, and that'll be our starting mesh. And we can fix up things like the thumbs obviously not in the right position, the hands a bit skew, but actually everything else isn't too bad. But we'll save it as the spheres for now. So let's just resave that just in case, and we'll leave it there. So hopefully you had a good Thursday. I should be doing a video tomorrow. So I'll catch you tomorrow. Alright, cheers guys.